Hello everyone, I hope you're having a nice day. Following up the previous video, I'll be using the same technique to make a smooth transition. Here it is if you want to take a look. As you can see in the example, this would be helpful if you want to show a YouTube channel or an article or something like that for a few seconds. So we start by picking a point where you wanted to start, let's say here, and press M to leave a mark. I'm going to zoom in to make it wider. So some frames before that, another marker, some frames after, another marker. And this will be where we put the blur effect. So go to Open Effects, grab Box Blur, put it on the clip, keyframe at the first marker, another keyframe at the second marker. For the second marker, maybe make it closer to the third marker, like here. So at the first one, make it 0. The second one, make it to a value that you want, let's say at 0.3. This is how the blur looks. Okay. Now grab your image. If you don't know how to take a long screenshot like this, I just took 2 screenshots, like one for this part and one for this part, and then stacked them on top of each other on Photopea. If you still need help, tell me in the comments. Now we animate the screenshot. Make sure to zoom first to fill the screen. You could do it without filling the screen as opposed to the way I did it before, which was full screen. Actually, let's go with that. So it starts in the second marker, and the third marker will be the position that you would normally want the screenshot to start from. So let's say it's here where it shows the Mr. Beast name. Keyframe the position, go to the first one, keyframe the position, up in these two. Now for the first one, it should come from outside the screen. Ease out, ease in, adjust the curves. Now grab the second keyframe and move it all the way to the end of the clip. Now we adjust the keyframe so that it goes up quickly. Now extend the clip to make the out animation. Make a cut right here, so click on the clip and press B or use the blade tool. Now put another keyframe right at the end. This should be out of the frame as well. Ease in, ease out. This is how it looks so far. Now we're done with the keyframing, so you can close these. Now grab an adjustment clip and make it last for maybe 1 second. That's good. Right click on it, open in Fusion page. Shift space, search for optical flow. Then vector motion blur. Increase the scale. Come back to the edit page, and we don't want the motion blur to apply to the whole clip here because it's gonna make the text look blurry. That's why we make it short and we make it fade out so that the viewer doesn't notice that the effect is gone. Now hold Alt and make a copy of the adjustment clip to the end of the animation. Make it fade in instead of out. Make like 6 frames of fade in and fade out to the screenshot. Now if I play it now, it's gonna be choppy, so I'm gonna go to playback, render cache, smart, and wait until this red bar turns to blue. You can play through it 1 or 2 times to make sure it loads. And here it is. Now since we didn't fill the whole frame, we can spice it up more. I'll turn off render cache for now, go to the first marker, keyframe the opacity, the last marker and keyframe the opacity again, lower the opacity so it becomes a little darker, maybe at 50. And on our image here, grab an outer stroke. For the border edge, make it Gaussian, increase the size a little bit. Go to the color, make it more towards the gray area, just so that it's not a strong white color. Maybe increase the size a little more. White here is fine. Don't forget we have another copy of the image here, so to copy the same stroke effect we just did, we click on the first one, Control C, and on the second one, Alt V. Choose Fusion Effects, Apply. Now let's render cache again. Wait for it to load, and here it is. Now I noticed an issue here on the side caused by the motion blur. So we're gonna go to the adjustment clip in Fusion page real quick. Make sure you're choosing the vector blur, click the rectangle, and just mask it to the sides. Copy this with Control C, go to the other one, open Fusion page, click on vector blur, and Control V. Now let's watch it again, and here it is. We need to bring back the base clip to normal again at the end, so we're gonna put one marker here and one marker there. Keyframe both the blur and the opacity. Now in the second one, bring back the blur to 0 and the opacity to 100. Now let's watch the final result. Now, of course, you can fine tune it to your liking. You can make the animation go faster at the beginning or slower, faster or slower here. It all depends on your personal preference and the time you're willing to put in adjusting the curves. And that was it. I hope the video was helpful for you. If so, leave a like and subscribe for future videos. Thank you and see you next time.